Hello YouTube, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. The date is Sunday, June 30th, 2013. Listen to me, 2013. 2019, and the time is approximately 9:13 p.m., which means that 9 plus 1 plus 3 numerologically reduces to 13, as in the number 13, blessed be the power of the witch. And the sun is transiting in Cancer, and the moon is waning in Gemini. And I am very excited about tomorrow night's dark moon and Tuesday's new moon. Very excited. I'm looking forward to both very, very, very much. So, continuing this trend of catching up on videos, I would like to I'm doing this video on Llewellyn's 2019 Tarot Calendar. And I love this calendar. And I'm going to ask my audio-visual person, I keep forgetting the awesome part, my awesome audio-visual person to do a close-up on this. And I am so happy that I had this calendar. Remember, all Llewellyn annuals are published in July or August. If you do not have your copy of Llewellyn's 2020 Tarot Calendar yet, you will have an opportunity to purchase it next month, which begins tomorrow. All of their annuals are published either in July or August, so I cannot wait to get my copy. So we're going to discuss April 2019, and it's so funny because I have the Tarot in Wonderland, and I know exactly where it is. It's in my Cheshire Kitten bag. I'll show it again in a future video. But here we have the Queen of Pentacles from Tarot in Wonderland. And then we're going to talk about the knitting symbol, the Queens as friends, and the journal prompt. And I love Barbara Moore. I mean, it amazes me that I don't have every book that she's written and every tarot deck that she's created, because she's written all the books for all the tarot kits that she's created. But okay, so Queen of Pentacles from the Tarot in Wonderland. And I believe that that's her. It's in frame. There she is. So the Queen of Pentacles is like that person who always has almost anything you need in her purse or bag. Sounds like Jenny Lorenzo's abuela. Sometimes this queen is considered a little dull or mundane, but anyone with a subtle eye will see that she is useful and clever. Now, for years, I've associated tarot women with the Queen of Pentacles, and I have yet to meet any woman who is dull, especially a Taurus. And I can think of one Taurus woman in particular who is far and away from dull, and she knows who she is too. So, and of course I will share some of my own insights about the Queen of Pentacles. But the symbol, knitting. Pentacles represent practicality and manifestation. Knitting is a very practical craft. Simple knitting doesn't require much attention and can be done while chatting or watching TV, making your time more productive. Now, it's not a coincidence that I've been drawn to the crafty crafts, especially knitting. In fact, it's funny because I've been drawn to knitting a lot more since last year, which is a surprise because, you know, listen, I have skills, and there are some skills that I have and there are some skills that I don't. And I have no issue with the fact that there are some skill sets that I don't have or that I don't make the time to develop. Like, I really could learn computer code, but do I want to learn computer code? No. And there are some skills that are more of a creative or witchcrafty nature, and I'm like, do I really want to learn how to do that? No. You know, and that's okay. You know, I don't think that people are meant to know everything, and people aren't meant to be able to do everything. That's why we have other people that do things for us, and why we pay them to do things for us. Queens as friends. Every reader has their own relationship with the court cards. Yes, And over the years, I've met a lot of people who have either studied the tarot with me or they have studied the tarot with others. And the court cards are this great mystery, which I find ironic because for me personally, the court cards are some of the easiest to interpret. I mean, the court cards are so basic. They're like, oh yeah, that's my father. Oh yeah, that's my mother-in-law. Oh yeah, that's my bratty little sister. Oh, that's my pest of a neighbor. It's like, they're just so clear to me. I don't know what it is. You know, when it comes to anything metaphysical, magical, or mystical, I don't question it. And it's not because there was a time that I was a Catholic, at least in name only. But it's like, I just get them. You know, I think that's one of the things that a lot of people struggle with the tarot. It's like, they're trying to figure it out. There's nothing to figure out. You know, the tarot is this very structured system of divination, of empowerment, and of insight. And it's like this, you know, the one thing that I could never get is associating the major arcana or the minor arcana with celebrities. Because my mind doesn't go there. You know, I know a lot of people that like love reading about celebrities, but it's like, you know, they're just people. They have a certain skill set that many of us don't have. They have a certain level of notoriety, but they still go to the bathroom. They still do things. They still live lives. You know, they're just people that have an enhanced set of skills and opportunities. But I don't look at celebrities like they're, you know, better than everybody else or they're whatever. It's like they're people. Like, I'm a big Beyonce fan, but she's a woman, she's a mother, she's a person, she's a living goddess, but she does the things that she does as a woman, as a mother, as a person. Anyway. So, queens as friends. Every reader has their own relationship with the court cards. To me, meaning to thee, Barbara Moore, the pages need a sense of belonging and possibly a mentor. Knights are too wrapped up in their own world to notice others. And kings are busy organizing and running things, and also bossing people around. The queens are more likely to be actual friends. It isn't surprising because all the queens are associated with water and by nature are inclined to care about relationships, both forming and maintaining them. Which reminds me, there is a certain, and I don't remember what this is called, but generally speaking, regardless of the suit, the queens represent the watery energy, or the water energy, or the element of water in the court cards. So let's say it from this perspective. In magical traditions, the direction of west is associated with the element of water. And it is associated, or it's symbolized by love, intuition, and healing. So when one looks at, let's say, the Queen of Wands, she is west, she is water with a touch of fire. Whereas the Queen of Cups is water with extra water. So the Queen of Wands represents watery energy, or rather water energy, or the element of water with the south provinces of will and passion. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is here from the Tarot in Wonderland deck. And the Queen of Pentacles represents the element of water with the additional qualities of health and prosperity. Because in magical traditions, the north, or rather the direction of north corresponds to the element of earth and symbolized by health and prosperity. I keep interrupting myself, but all these insights are coming up as I'm reading this. The Queen of Wands shares motivation and confidence. The Queen of Cups connects with empathy and sensitivity. And the Queen of Swords helps with problem solving and plan making. Also, and years ago, my personal psychic advisor taught me this, and that is that the High Priestess the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, which is the male counterpart of the High Priestess card, and the Queen of Swords are the Counselor cards in the tarot. But the Queen of Swords is the only one that has no direct relationship to the element of water. So the Queen of Swords is a master of emotional detachment, which means that any time that you feel that you are too emotionally attached to a person or a situation, you can do a motivation, you can do a meditation with the Queen of Swords, and she can help you, via that meditation, become more emotionally detached from that person or that situation so that you can be completely objective about it. And you can be objective about it from the position of complete emotional detachment. The Queen of Pentacles can show you how to make the most of what you've got. Or as Dr. Catherine Ponder would say, using what you have. Plus, I've always associated the Queen of Pentacles with a self-employed person, especially a self-employed woman or a business owner who happens to be a woman. So if you happen to be a woman, and especially if you are a woman of color or a quote-unquote minority, I cannot over-recommend that you take whatever steps necessary if you feel strongly about being a small business owner. And I say this because even if you don't launch your business until, let's say, 2025, you have taken the baby steps necessary to make it a reality sooner than later. She may not be as elaborate as the cups, as elegant as the swords, or as fast as the wands, but she can turn trash into treasure. Amen to that. And now for the journal prompts. Pentacles value beauty as much as practicality. After all, the suit is associated with the earth itself, which is filled with beauty that not only pleases the senses, but also performs necessary functions. The scents, shapes, and colors of flowers, for example, are lovely and useful. Sometimes our lives give way to the necessary, the essential. Journal about your approach to the requirements of your life. How can you make them more beautiful? From the tools used or the outcome of the task, find ways to allow beauty to bloom. Now, even though this is for April of this year, 2019, we're in summer, at least in this part of the planet, the northern hemisphere. So think about what you want to attract with regards to beauty. Think about how you want to feel with regards to beauty. For example, do you want to attract a beautiful, flourishing garden? Do you want to attract a lot of money miracles every time you go to farmers markets and outdoor markets? Do you want to attract more beauty in your home? Like, let's say, beautiful new furniture accessories like lamps or wallpaper or actual furniture? Or do you want to attract more beauty with regards to your complete health and well-being? You know, what I call the holy trinity of body, mind, and soul. And how do you want to feel? Do you want to feel beautiful? Do you want to feel sexy? Do you want to feel whole and healed? Do you want to feel voluptuous? Do you want to feel like incredibly powerful with regards to your beauty? Really inquire into these things, and as per Barbara Moore's recommendation, write a journal prompt, write a journal entry about that. I have nothing to add that I haven't already added to this, but I am looking forward to working with May, because May has a beautiful spread. And in the meantime, I'm going to put this over here. Oh, sorry, Tiger Bear. Didn't look bumpy like that. So recently, I discovered an artist called Ibeyi. And in the description box, I'm going to link their Wikipedia entry and their website. It's funny because Ibeyi in Yoruba means twins. And talking about beauty, the Afro-Cuban, the Afro-Caribbean goddess Oshun, who is the Afro-Caribbean goddess of love, beauty, and sensual pleasures, the Aphrodite, as in capital Afrodite of her pantheon, is the mother of the Ibeyi, the sacred twins. I discovered them last night through Kimberly Moore's Spotify playlist, or one of them anyway. I've mentioned Kimberly Moore before because Kimberly is the living goddess who founded Mother House of the Goddess. And I love their courses. I love their guided meditations. It's a wonderful resource for me. And I've talked about them in other videos. I've written about them in my blog posts. I've shared their posts and their events on my Instagram account. And I'm thoroughly digging. I'm actually participating in 3 of their events right now. The Mermaid Magic course, which Kimberly herself is leading. Renee Starr's, and I always forget the exact wording of this title, of this course, but it is Divine Feminine Magic with the Runes for 2019. And I'm really digging it because the runes have become more sacred to me. In fact, I'm actually looking forward to using the rune set that every registered participant received, which is, it has to be the most gorgeous set of runes I've ever seen. And I plan on showing them in a future video. But Ibeyi is just amazing. And I love their music, and yes, I am following them on Spotify. There will be a link to, if they have a website, which I'm pretty sure they do, I'll include that in the description box as well. Now, earlier this morning, I conducted a reading, and I've noticed that this year in particular, there are a lot of resources that I've been divinely guided to recommend to my clients that I haven't recommended in years and years and years. And one of them is this book, Heart Steps, Prayers and Declarations for a Creative Life by Julia Cameron, author of The Artist's Way. And I'm going to have my awesome audiovisual person do a close-up of the cover of the book. And I'm going to read one of the prayers and declarations randomly in the book. I did a quick clean of this book a little while ago, but I missed a few spots. So, yeah, I'm going to stick to that. So, of course, page 24. So every entry begins with a saying, and then it has the declaration. So this is from Heart Steps. And the expression of the quote above the entry is, "No man is born into the world whose work is not here with him." And this was said by James Russell Lowell. "My good is powerful and cannot be stopped. There is no outer block to my highest good. No person, situation, event, or misfortune can block the flow of good to me." Or as Dr. Catherine Ponder wrote in one of her books, "No person, thing, or event can keep from me that which the universe has for me now. All that has been done against me now helps me. The flow of good is within me. All things work toward the good. As I allow love to come to me, I am fulfilling my true nature. I am listening to the voice within me which says, 'Grow, blossom. This love is nutrition for your true nature.' I accept love, as well as prosperity, healing, wealth, opulence, success, joy, abundance. As I accept the sunshine, the moistening rain, it is natural. I need only receive it." And I'm going to add, one needs only to allow to receive it. So you could write, or you could read this as, "I need only receive it, and I need only allow myself to receive it." You know, the one thing that I've been getting a lot from messages that I'm receiving from, as I call her, the Great Goddess, is the time for playing small is done. And I'm going to add to that, now more than ever, it is imperative that you allow yourself to receive the blessings, the bountiful blessings that the universe has for you. If you are not allowing yourself to receive joy, the great goddess is not tolerating it any longer. If you are not allowing yourself to receive greater professional success, the great goddess is not allowing you to play that, to waste your precious and priceless life force energy on that. If you are not allowing yourself to receive excellent health and well-being, the great goddess is no longer tolerating that. And I really feel like this is, for everybody now. Like now more than ever, it's like, no. It is imperative you allow yourself to receive ever-increasing, more great, more beautiful, more powerful blessings and joy and prosperity and wealth and peace and healing and health and well-being and wholeness. It's like you deserve it. And no, it's not like you do deserve it. You absolutely deserve all these blessings. And now more than ever, the universe is insisting that you know this and that you remember this. And if necessary, that you are reminded about this. Anyway, as always, YouTube, thank you so much for honoring who I am and what I do. By all means, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Likes, shares, all that other good stuff. And there are more videos to come. And I wish all of you a good night and a beautiful week. And good night.